Chat. Fuck y'all niggas got going on. Let me turn up the brightness in this bitch. You know a real nigga laying in the bed. Haha, might be chat. Today, a real nigga is tired. A real nigga worked overnight last night. Real nigga fucking sleepy, bro. Real niggas get sleepy too. My throat feeling kind of dry. You know I got my muscles out. Haha. I'm gonna take a little nap. I worked overnight. I got off at 6 a.m. Went into work at 12 a.m. Tell me why I had an interview for a marketing agency at 8 a.m. They started late. As soon as I got into the Zoom meeting, the lady is going to say Grand Rising. I'm like, hold on, what the fuck going on here? I'm like, what the fuck I done got myself into? Whole time, I don't even remember applying for the role. I'm tweaking out. I just went to a random interview that I didn't even apply for. Cool. She starts talking. It's a group interview. There's two felons, a white dude with a bowl cut and a nigga with a sweater on and a NCIA. What's that show? NCSI background. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, I couldn't even really smile. Not only was I deprived of sleep, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm typically, when I'm in my interview bag, I'm busting it up with the interviewees. I'm busting it up with the interviewers. But I was so confused. I'm looking around the room like, what the fuck have I gotten myself into? So the CEO comes on and gives a 2-minute speech, turns her camera off, and then this random young woman starts giving a random presentation, asking us these random general questions about our background, and she's trying to do her best corporate girl skit, but she's breaking character. And I'm like, what the fuck? Mid-sentence, they don't even have the paid Zoom. It just cuts out. They're like, yeah, we better send over these interview questions. Mind you, they didn't say anything about the job responsibilities. There's nothing online. I'm pretty sure it is one of those companies where it's basically like Forex of marketing. And you just, I don't know what you do. You get niggas to go and get companies for you, and now you're, I don't know, nigga, whatever the pyramid schemes they got out. Whole time I knew I wasn't gonna do those questions. I'm like, man, this shit dead. So that pissed me off. That made me archive all my old YouTube videos, delete my TikTok, archive all my Instagram content. Because now I'm really about to go get a real job now, and I'm not fucking around. You know what I'm saying? My tattoo removal process is very slow, so I'm gonna get some makeup today. If any bad bitches know how to do makeup and teach me how to cover these up, let a nigga know. Cause I'm not about to fuck around no more. That shit really pissed me off. I'm about to get a job. I'm still about to create this content, but it's gonna be, not filtered, but less explicit. I'm not about to not curse on here, but it's definitely not gonna be me on here squeezing ass and making out with bitches, and I'm still about to curse and do my live stream, but like as far as the action, it's gonna be tough there. And so yeah, I wanna bring some of those videos back on the channel. I wanna look through it and see which I'm fucking with, which I'm not, and see which would stop me from getting a job. Some of these videos, these daily vlogs, and the curses and the thoughts expressed, if found by a potential employer, may affect their decision. If you're watching this right now as one of my future employers, hey man, welcome to the community. I'm super glad that you're here. Do not take any of these skits, these are all skits, it's all comedy, as a determining factor in my future employment with the company. Super excited to meet you guys and join the team. Totally. But yeah, so don't let this affect anything that we have going on. I'm very excited and dedicated, and I'm greatly looking forward to the opportunity. I love when niggas hit that emote. I'm greatly looking forward to the opportunity. Yeah. Anyway, after that interview, I laid down for like 5 hours. I was pissed. I'm like, man, I got up. I had to apply for more jobs. I wanted to apply for more jobs. At 8, I finished up the first class for software engineering, which is what I'm working towards. I'm going to pair this marketing in between period with some engineering, and then also an advanced level master's degree. And that's going to put me right around 150. Ooh, right. I'll say 100. I'll say 80 you know, coming out of school. Second year though, and it's in less than 6 months. I'm taking that jump to over 100. Once I take that jump to over 100, I'll probably work for 2 years ish while still maintaining these channels, still putting out the content every single day, still streaming every single day, being my most authentic self, whatever that means, and then investing, you know. I'm still figuring out what type of entrepreneur I want to be. I downloaded a book about the different styles of entrepreneurship and the different ways of being an entrepreneur, right? There's not this one set way that you have to run the business from start to finish and build it up. You can do all these different styles of entrepreneurship, and to even not to get angry or political or point fingers at people who have taught me about entrepreneurship or mentioned things about entrepreneurship or use their version of entrepreneurship as a selling point or as a narrowing activity or um, a narrowing tactic. I don't want to say fuck you, but I want to say, like, you know what I'm saying? I want to say, like, don't give incomplete answers, nigga. Like, one thing about business, I understand that you want to narrow people's focus down to things that you can control. For example, if you have a business where this style of entrepreneurship is something that you want the people who are buying your product to embody, shit gets tricky. But at the same time, if the purpose is educating people, please educate people thoroughly and give them the full story, right? Because I can't even fathom the amount of times that I've gotten only a portion of the story, and that portion of the story was made to seem like it is the full story, like this is the only way. We must keep our minds focused on this one aspect. And yeah, it may be your responsibility to go seek out more information, but the way that manipulation and gaslighting and business works is they use tactics to keep you focused in on this one very, very small view of how things should be and are. And the more you focus in on that, the more you tell people about that, the more you share this one small, small way, It just becomes the only way in a lot of people's mind. Yes, it is helpful for beginners, and I see why they do that to the people who provide education, because eventually those entrepreneurs will then seek out more information and work their way up. But in the beginning, just give hints that this is not the only way to do this. There's plenty of ways to become an entrepreneur, and you don't necessarily have to start a business from the ground up. You don't have to start a startup company. I read 10 pages of a book and learned more than I've ever learned from anyone who has taught me about being an entrepreneur and about entrepreneurship in general. And I'm pissed. I'm pissed off. I want to, if anyone watching this video wants to fight me, drop down W in the comments and I'm gonna pull up on you. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. Oh, man, I don't care who you are. Just type W or your fire emoji. But yeah, now I'm just like, fuck. And I'm about to get this bag and invest into whatever I want to invest into. Shit, I might get a Chick-fil-A. Who knows? Like, I may fuck around, get this bread up, do real estate. Real estate is entrepreneurship. You don't even, there's so many opportunities, and man, to make money, you just gotta be ready and have the mindset and be willing to take the risk. But that's all for today. These vlogs are turning into snowballs of knowledge and snowballs of what I'm doing, and it's helping me complete my habits too, because I'm 2 days in a row with 100% habits. I'm getting so good at habits. I actually did habits for Friday yesterday. Today is Friday. I'm so advanced. I did habits for a day in advance. So get right with me. Peace.